So there, she's explaining to you, like if you didn't catch before, the body has a built-in euphoric response to testing, except that the mind builds up a resistance against it after a while. And she's saying how it didn't affect her, but if you think back to how she tested you obsessively in the first game and in the first part of this game, then really she's lying because she loves to test.
If he's not getting his solution euphoria, we could be in a lot of trouble.
Solution euphoria. Operator error, molten core warning. An operator area exception has occurred at this blue screen of death, except this is a fission core reactor, so there's a nuclear reactor in this facility. Press any key to vent radiological emissions into atmosphere. Consult reactor core manual for instruction on proper reactor core maintenance and repair. Press any key to continue. Wow, you just vent the radiological emissions into the atmosphere. That works. Kind of.
Don't mind me, just moving the old test chamber a little bit closer to me. I had a thought maybe proximity to the test solving might give us stronger results.
It won't.
What was that?
Nothing.
Oh, sorry, I could have sworn you said something.
He's taking us right to him. This is perfect.
Right. 06 we have turrets and light bridges and oh, no funnels this time. I remember the 6 out of 19. So this is like the third series in this game, I think. I think back in the oh, there we go, so we are moving. So back in the developer commentary, actually I should watch for secrets. I don't think there will be secrets though. Whoa!
This is like a hobby for you now? I mean, honestly, it's, you know, it's crazy. I mean, you must have been running around for hours. I'm surprised you've got the energy to smash screens willy-nilly. Honestly, I'd have a little lie down if I were you. Have a nap.
I accidentally walked into this and just flew right into it. What was I saying? I should look for secrets? Yeah, I think in the developer commentary they were saying how this was to re-familiarize the player with the bridges, the light bridges, because you know after we've been introduced to the gels and to the excursion funnel, like now we are, or soon we are going to have to deal with a lot of these puzzles at the same time, and so it's getting complicated. Wait a minute, I need the button first, don't I? Let's see. Okay. That's not helpful. Can I catch it? Okay, good, I caught it. And then we have to that. And then up here, I remember how to do this because it's actually I don't know why actually. Why was this so memorable? I don't know, maybe it's because it's a bit different? Well, that's a trap there, like if you just try to drop down here, you get shot up by those turrets there.
Are you absolutely sure you're solving these correctly? I mean, yes, you solved it, but I'm wondering if maybe there's a number of ways to solve them, and you're picking all the worst ways. No, that was the solution. What am I missing?
And you can see the turrets when you're up here as well, see the glass here. So the puzzle is set up so that you can see the different pieces without necessarily putting yourself in danger, and of course those are giant clues as to there being turrets behind there. And that is set up so that you can't pick up the cube before it gets thrown across. A lot of little things going on here. None of it particularly important, I don't think. It's just the same checklist that we've been going through. I'm sure there's a secret up there. Maybe I'm wrong. We haven't found a secret for a long time, in fact. I might have missed quite a few already. Alright, let's go. Yeah, no. Actually... actually... No? Okay, never mind. Let's move on. Core meltdown. Yeah, so we're back into the test chambers, and really not too much else to say, because well, like we've seen all the strategies and tricks before. We are refamiliarizing ourselves with the other elements after playing with the 3 gels.
I think he's getting desperate. This is not good.
Okay. So back to the turrets and the light bridges and the aerial faith plates.
Hannah Brainwave, I'm going to tape you solving these and then watch 10 at once. Get a more sort of concentrated burst of science. Oh, on a related note, I am going to need you to solve these 10 times as fast. Anyway, just give me a wave, would you, before you solve this one, alright? I don't want to spoil the ending for when I watch it later.
Okay. Whoa, what's going on? Okay, that moved. So obviously that's a clue. Did that just move as well? I think it did. What's going on here? Button? This one is quite intricate, the design. I don't know how he managed to get these tubes in the middle of those walls. I'm assuming Wheatley did that. Wait, where's the sign? Oh, whoops, I just walked past it. See, now we introduce back to the thermal discouragement beams and the redirection cubes. So you can see how we are being reintroduced to the old things one at a time. What's that? That's a new thing. Yeah, so we'll be reintroduced to the earlier puzzle elements one at a time. Huh. I remember this. Partly because I had quite a bit of trouble trying to destroy that screen. Nope. So let's see. Cube. Right. Okay, there's the cube there. Okay, never mind. I'm not getting that cube just yet. Aerial faith plate. Right. I do believe that we need to do that. Okay, the game really lagged just now. I'm not sure what's going on, but that was not what I needed to do. What I needed to do was this. Alright, so we go all the way up, and then we drop all the way down for this cube. This is not the redirection cube. Okay. Where was the button? Oh, up there, okay. And this turns off that. Right. So now I need to get across there using that, I suppose. Except, how do I do that? Oh. Is that enough to get across? Yes, okay, I can get across there. Can I escape? No, there's no way to put a portal out there. Alright, let's keep on going with this. And before we do anything else,
Starting now, if I'm honest, to wonder if you're doing all this stream breaking on purpose. I'm beginning to actually take it personally. You know what I mean? Like it's like an insult to me.
it is. It is an insult to you. Alright, so I'm not talking very much, I'm just trying to solve this. I mean, really, there's nothing more to say now. Let me just think if there is anything more to say. No, there isn't. I mean, this is let's see, there's 1, getting that cube, 2, getting the thermal discouragement beam, well, getting the other cube, 3, getting the thermal discouragement beam. Oops, wrong one. I mean, it's a multi-part puzzle. Yeah, there's quite a lot of different things to do. Oh, I guess this is the slightly more interesting part here, because that switch lowers that, and that switch there lowers the other one. So now what we need to do is, in fact, to raise ourselves up by turning that switch off, turning the excursion funnel on by dropping that cube away, and then putting that cube onto the switch to lower the other elevator, and then...
Oh, you just solved it, didn't you? I told you to tell you. Why are you making this so hard for me?
Right. Yeah, so it's kind of complicated, a little bit. Tricky. There's a lot of different parts to it, and you have to solve it in a certain sequence. Oh, the sequence in which you have to do this is actually not explicit. I mean, obviously there's no 1, 2, 3, 4, and one of those dots from earlier and from the previous game that told you the sequence in which you have to do things. There's no implied sequence in that the order in which you see things is not exactly the order in which you need to do them. Well, never mind, actually. It is. Because that's the first thing you need. So you walk in there, the first thing you see is the aerial faith plate and that. That is, in fact, the first thing you need to do. And then once you've gotten the cube, you might walk around here, and the second thing you encounter are those. Well, yeah, and then the second thing you need to do is to stop that beam, and then the third thing is to get the other cube, and then fourth is to redirect that, and then fifth is to do... Okay, so actually it is kind of in the same sequence that you need to do to solve the puzzle. That's the sequence at which you...
Remember when I told you that he was specifically designed to make bad decisions? Because I think he's decided not to maintain any of the crucial functions required to keep this facility from exploding.
Yes, that's correct. Yeah, and so yeah, the sequence in which you see the puzzle elements is in fact the sequence in which you need to play with them to solve them. Huh. But it's not entirely explicit because they're all in the same space. So it's not quite as clear as some of the other ones. where everything was spaced out and you couldn't even see the next step before you've done the first step. Here, if you walk around, you'll see it.